Hey everybody, the Unlisted Receptionist here. And what can I say? I'm going live, but I didn't tell anybody because I don't want anybody to know yet. Actually, I do want you to know. I've been struggling with this YouTube venture for a while now. And the whole idea of this channel is to help you solve the trying and trivial problems of everyday life. Okay, that sounds pretty easy, right? But it hasn't been, because I've been stressing out about finding a really cool problem, a trivial one, but a cool one to solve, and coming up with a really good solution for it. And it's really hard. So I really haven't gotten a cool problem or a cool solution yet. But then I thought about it. Well, if it's a problem, we just want to get rid of it, right? So it's not going to be cool as a problem. The solution, on the other hand, should be creative. So I'm still working on that part. But I decided, after reviewing my 2023 and thinking about New Year's resolutions and all that sort of thing, and what I was going to do to change my life and make it better and make the world better and all that stuff. And I came up with the idea that the biggest problem, trivial and trying that it is, for me, has been trying to think of ways to solve all the big problems that I can't solve. Okay, so I can't solve them, so I might as well stop trying and focus on trying to solve the problems that I can solve, if that makes any sense. And the biggest problem was all the stress that all of these other problems that I can't solve are causing. So I thought, wow, if I can reduce the amount of stress in my life, and everybody's trying to do that, right? These are the times we live in. That would be a pretty big problem, a useful problem to solve, and not really that trivial, but very trying. We all live with stress. So I did a lot of research, and the standard solutions are things like take stress supplements, practice some kind of stress therapy, yoga, I don't know, exercise. Wow, that's a real stress reducer. And things like meditation and the usual stuff that people do to try to relax and calm their nerves and have a more joyful, peaceful life. But a lot of this stuff takes a lot of time and money, and you're going to get stressed out because you're doing stuff that takes you away from getting the stuff that you really need to get done, and that's going to create more stress for you. Like what I did the other day, I went to this very nice salt studio, and I sat in a salt room because I have really bad asthma and stuff. And it was great, but I wasted 45 minutes. So then I was stressed again. So I figured, okay, to really de-stress, I'm going to have to try something a little bit smaller or less time consuming than that. And maybe even a little productive so I could actually get something done while I'm de-stressing. I mean, that may not work for you, of course, but here are some ideas that I came up with. One is you're sitting in front of your computer screen, right? Typing away, doing your job, whatever you do. How about just taking a few moments to look out the window? Wow. Especially if it's a nice day. It was a beautiful day today, so looking out the window is a perfect diversion. So I did that, and I thought, wow, I see all of these things happening outside in the world. And then that prompted me to go and take a nice walk. It was a beautiful day. I went to the Vets Memorial Park, took a little stroll, swung on the swing set, which I never do. I mean, this was like really a cool thing to do. And I felt a lot calmer after doing that. So that's an idea. Look out the window. It may lead to something very lovely. Another thing I thought about, and this has been suggested by other people, of course, doesn't take a lot of investment of time or energy. Practice guided imagery. That's imagery. So this is kind of like meditation, except you're actually doing something to engage your mind. You're imagining yourself, as they say, in your happy place and drawing it or painting it or coloring it. And, it's something to do. It sort of gives you a feeling of rejuvenation. Okay, so maybe that doesn't work for you. All right, try something else then. Go green. Actually, going green means specifically getting something green, and I don't mean green shoe polish or something like that. Something that's preferably alive, like a plant, putting it on your desk. That's all you have to do, is put a green plant on your desk. Studies have actually shown, and I didn't know this actually, they've shown that having a plant on your desk actually has a calming effect. So it's a de-stressor. It's a stress reducer. Go green. Not a big investment of time or money, but can make a world of difference. Here's one that I really love because it kind of motivates me to do other things. Rearrange your furniture. Doesn't have to be a complete makeover or a makeover at all. Just change a few little things in your immediate environment. Like I could just take this box of tissues, put it somewhere else, right? Or take these machines and throw them somewhere else, get them out of the way. Just kind of rearrange things a little bit. And it's amazing what you might discover. You might discover something that you haven't read that's really cool, like in this book. So rearrange your furniture can lead to great ways of de-stressing your life. I highly recommend it. And this is my favorite one. Do something silly. I mean, we're always afraid to do something silly. We don't want to make a fool of ourselves ever, not even in the privacy of our home. But sometimes just doing something silly can make you calmer. It can kind of clear your mind, or, well, maybe you don't want to clear your mind, but it can engage you to do something else really creative. It can be a distractor, right? So you're kind of, with rearranging your furniture, you're kind of dealing with the problem coping type of stress. Instead of trying to change your emotions, you're changing your environment, or at least that's how it's supposed to work. But if you do something silly, then you are de-stressing by kind of engaging your mind in something that you would never do ordinarily that's just silly. And it can be fun, and it can actually be highly constructive in ways that you might not even think of. So my silly thing that I decided to do was I decided to just kind of make up a dance. I call it the tiny piano dance. And the tiny piano dancers are my dancing partners. So here we go. It's just a silly thing that I decided to do. And I actually felt calmer after I did it the first time. I don't know if I'm going to feel calmer now because I'm doing it in front of, the YouTube universe. But let's give it a shot. Here we go. Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Stop the music. It's the Unlisted Receptionist signing off for now. Please like, subscribe, share, or just practice de-stressing. Bye. Until next time. Stop the music. Okay, keep going.